You're watching an RH Reality Check production brought to you by rhrealitycheck.org.
Sea Islands is made up of several small communities: Adams Run, Megget, Ravenel, Hollywood. Very small communities, very tight-knit family systems. Very few opportunities for employment in this area. So Baptist Hill is predominantly African American, and a significant portion of the students are on free or reduced lunch. A lot of the families, I would say, are living at or below the poverty level, but very strong, supportive families. So we have to work with them to explain it's not the resources that they have financially, but the strength that they have of having a strong family and an extended support system. One of the things that has made this program successful is that we have gotten to know the kids and their families and their extended family. And we have learned to respect their privacy and respect their home environments. We do home visits when it's appropriate, but some of the young kids really don't want us to do home visits until they get to know us better. There's a lot of shame and embarrassment about their situations. So it's very important that we respect them and respect their home.
Tell me about your sister. How old was she when she delivered, and what did she have for a baby?
Well, she got pregnant at the age of 17, and at the age of 18, that's when she had her first baby, and then right about now she had 3 kids. And she have the first baby was a boy.
What did you learn from your sister's teen pregnancy?
Not to get pregnant at an early age, because you have to defend all 3 of your kids by yourself, or you have to defend one of your child by yourself with no help. And the man is not around at all.
My cousin, she got pregnant at the age of 17, and she had a little girl. And what I learned from that is, like, she's still struggling. She can't work right now. She's having a really hard time. And,
I'm sorry.
That makes me, like, not want to, like, think before what I do. And use her as a, like, always keep her in my mind to know that, hey, you know, if I ever happen to have sex, you know, use protection or not do it at all, because I might end up just like her.
I personally feel that the parent is very important and very crucial. And even though we see kids in the clinic without their parents, we call parents, and we very much want the parents to be a part of the healthcare provision and the health education. They need the support of their parents as well as the support of the professionals around them so that they can be successful. We need to be in partnership.
My parents don't talk to me about it.
Well, me personally, me and my parents are very close, especially my mother. We can sit down and have a conversation about anything. I feel very open talking about her because, like she always stated, she was a teen once and she knows what we going through our head.
I would like to say that we have 100% parent participation. That's not true, but we do have a lot of parents who are involved, and if you work with their schedule, who are a part of the kids' plan of care and part of the education. And that's why we do parent-child communication sessions to encourage the communication between parents and their young teens. Talking about sex and talking about sexually transmitted diseases is a difficult conversation between adults, but when you take the parent and the child, it's a very difficult conversation to have. And so we give them skills to talk to their children, and we also talk to the kids about ways to ask the questions of their parents because it's the parents who need to instill those values, and then we give them the information to implement those values. There are a lot of girls who ask us questions like, do you think having sex before marriage is a sin? That is a question for a parent to decide within the context of their household beliefs and values. We have young ladies who are struggling with making the decision to be sexually active, or defining when it's a safe time to date, and when they should date, and when they should have sex. And we think that's a decision they should make in conjunction with their parents. Now, we're not saying that all children have relationships where they can do that, but we do encourage them. And we frequently find that kids, when given ammunition and the right skills, they have effective conversations with their parents. And most parents really are eager to know what their kids are thinking and doing.
What are the boys' attitudes towards use of condoms?
They don't like using it. They just rather go natural.
How difficult is it for girls your age to negotiate condom use with boys?
It'd probably be very difficult because some boys, when they say they don't want to use a condom and the girl want them to use the condom, then the boys, they'll take advantage of it and they'll get mad and they'll just want what they want.
And they don't seem to care about the consequences?
No, not at all.
How difficult is it to say no to a boy when he says he wants to have sex?
Well, personally, it's not very difficult for me, because if he doesn't agree with me, then I don't need him.
And basically the same thing Brianna says, because if he does not accept your feelings and accept how you feel, then that's someone you shouldn't even deal with. That's someone you shouldn't even want to talk to, because he should respect your wishes.
What would be the reasons that the boys would not want to use a condom when it makes so much sense?
Because they think about the feeling of it. They think about how it's going to, the pleasure at the time, but they don't think about the consequences that come without using protection. They just think about, them at the time.
They react first and think later.
Say that again?
They react first and then think later.
I think we've seen a decrease in the number of teen pregnancies in this school and in this community for several reasons. One, I think this community has identified it as a problem, and then the families are working to prevent it. Two, I think we have a wonderful relationship with the school system. And when I mean the school, I mean the principal, the administrators, and the teachers. And we're all working as a team to provide comprehensive health education in this school. And I think the third piece is with that commitment, we're building relationships, not with just the students, but with families. I am not by any means saying this is easy. Our goal is to change the behavior. One of the ways that we are doing that is it's not a one-shot deal. We don't just provide one health education session. We just don't see the young ladies once in the clinic. We see them every 12 to 14 weeks. That health education is ongoing. A lot of the young ladies we have been now following for 4 and 5 years. We have young ladies who have graduated, have gone on to college, and still choose to come back to us for their care. It is an ongoing, long process.